out loud. Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCONN Huskies, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So UConn's offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. A one play there to pick up the first down. UConn quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll try the run. Wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Moore to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on 3rd down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great job shielding the defender away from him, catching it and getting the first.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. They'll move the tight end. Touch pass on the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? UConn quick to the line. To the air, it's McDonald. Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. UConn will have to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Motion from the wideout. They feed him again. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They try to get it outside on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. To throw, it's McDonald. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Fires left, and his throw is incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. The period will be a 2nd down. Moore will throw. Got it set up on the outside. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oregon. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quickly to the tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. It's a fumble on the play. Scoops it up, still a live ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able.
There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. UConn quick to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man quickly, and they pick up just a few on that completion. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. Looking for the time with the extra point.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Moore to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The toss to the outside. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Got a man, it's Jefferson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job.
Oh, he's got some space.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
They bring him down, but not before he's able first down. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Using his legs, it's Bryant. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your buddies.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UConn offense goes back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. Gets it out quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. UConn will have to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The short hands, it's Jefferson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Red pass, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Ducks will hustle to the line. He'll take it himself. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a crease, it's Bryant. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. South Alabama was able to finish off a close one inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. one game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air, it's McDonald. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Power football with the run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Hunt is on its way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene.
UCONN has it teed up to start this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. They're dealing with a second and long.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, give on the inside.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's McDonald. Fires on the move. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. To the ground with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. This time they get him in the backfield and they take back what he got on the previous play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Nice. By the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Porter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's first and 20. The give out of the gun. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Sends it back in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man. It's Moore. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
That's caught. It's Burton. Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to...
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Might be calling a hot route. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Makes the catch. It's Porter. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. UConn will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Moore to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the run, it's Valentine. Got the first down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And how about the running back, man? rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Ducks in the hurry up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback here.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. The UConn offense goes back to work. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Caught in the backfield, it's Burton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Burton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. Next, going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky. Extra point here will tie the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Gonna run it. It's Valentine. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. It'll be 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it in the middle. It's Valentine. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll give it to the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. and I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. From the gun on 3rd down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
Man, what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they were on the same page at all, but the defender steps in front, makes the big play, and then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. Here's the pressure. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Looking for more. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll ride the hot hand. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on second. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys...